All right. We're back in the locker room after I just took Dylan Harper to school.
All right, what'd you think of his game? You feel like he's overrated or?
Nah, he's a solid player. It's just more that I'm underrated. But that's all gonna change real quick after today. Put some respect on my name. MP, out.
Hey, I just texted MP. 80-point game is crazy. I'm about to start calling you Lil Kobe. Hey, congrats, my man. Shout out MP.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. They're obviously disappointed with how things are going. Momentum working right now against them.
And you know, for the Raptors, they fought their way into that spot. And you have to give them credit for how they played. But now, we're going to see if they can stay there.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Durant. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Okogie in at the 2 spot. And for the Raptors, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's going to be Houston off the tip. And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
And here's Thompson following the three-pointer by MP. The wide open look for Durant. They get the rebound. KD draws the double. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Shoots the 3. And that's good. MP for 3. MP's got 6 points.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Okogie misses. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And there's the bucket from MP.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Jim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Thompson finds Smith. Now Durant. Off the run. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A three from MP. Connects from three-point range. He's got 15.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
No good. In and out. Off the rim.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP.
And here's a look at some numbers for Kevin Durant. Coming off a terrific season, putting up about 26 points per, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And here's Thompson, following the three-pointer by MP. Şengün with a wide-open look. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you, Kevin.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. So both teams changing it up here. In this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 24.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the paint, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Van Vliet passes to Eason. No good from outside. Toronto leading by 17. MP looking around. Fires from deep. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got 33 points.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
A deep 3 from Van Vliet. And so it's MP making things happen for the Raptors. An historic feat during the quarter. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Capella. Kevin Durant comes in for Shepard. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. And so in the game for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Durant is out there with Thompson. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot.
Oh, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Eason. Şengün with a screen on Ingram. Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. There it comes in for Barnes. Here's a Kogi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's MP for and again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. KD looking around. 5 to shoot. KD draws the double. It's good. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Smith with a screen on Barrett. Durant, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Toronto, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their offense, just like your analysis. And that defense has been powerless to disrupt it.
Well, thank you, Ernest.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This team has shown trust in him, and now he has delivered.
Good, another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Şengün with a screen on MP. Okogie misses.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
MP, good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Back to you guys.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Okogie, the pass to Smith, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Ingram kicks to MP. And good! He hits it again.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for fourth most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a three. And Pirtle pulls it down.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first four has he gotten to go.
A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 12 points here in the second half. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. And Tim, an old-school big man, Jakob Pirtle, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
The shot by KD. No good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Thompson, a screen on MP. Here's Okogie to stop the run. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just...
And again for three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. KD against Ingram. That one falls. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's the triple. Another bucket. Wow!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Good, another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The three from MP connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long. Good, another from three.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. And so it's Toronto, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly. And there have been two very different... Checked in for Dick. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Capella. Kevin Durant comes in for Tari Eason. Okogie's checked in for Shepard. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And again for 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the ball. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And smooth in everything he does. Nice dribble move there by Smith.
A 3 from MP. And it's KD with the rebound. Rocket shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Durant, good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Now into the lineup for Toronto.
24 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. Outside Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
3 points.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. We've seen a lot of impressive performances from you, MP, but tonight you were in total control. Always 2-3 moves ahead. Looked like you were playing a video game, and you finished with the video game stat line crossing the 90-point mark, only for the 2nd time in NBA history. What was different about tonight for you?
Yeah, the thing about video games is they're art, and art imitates life. You know, I'm out here playing against flesh and blood hoopers. I'm getting double and triple teamed. So if I make it look easy, you know, that's what it is, but it's really hard work. This definitely ain't no video game, but they'll put it in the next one.
Well, hard work is paying off, MP. Well done today.
Hey, thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup, and along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
So, the Raptors starting 5. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with MP, and it's Ingram in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Here we go. It's game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play and the regular season standings.
Yeah, to win this thing, you probably have to win this first game. Advancing with a loss is possible, but then you have to win your final 3 in the Cup group stage. So this opener is huge.
From deep, MP. He drops it from range.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response 3. This guy is all about winning.
Now here's Mobley. There's the triple. And Garland with a basket on the assist by Mobley.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Mitchell. We saw him with 19 his last time out. The Raptors have a really interesting core, Doris. What do you think about it?
Well, obviously they are loaded with young, talented wings. Scotty Barnes, good scorer, excellent rebounder. R.J. Barrett, a little bit streaky as a shooter, but a dynamic scorer. And Brandon Ingram now, still all in their 20s. So which of these players really pops as their consistent star?
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for a bit. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove." We'll see if they can execute. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. A nice shot by MP.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. Allen finds Mitchell. The shake. And the layup is good. That's 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
MP outside from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. The 3 from Mitchell nails it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 10.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. Here's Allen. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Oh, this is what you want from Jared Allen. Play with strength, establish a presence.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A different look for Cleveland. Hunter comes in for Strus, and it's Ball in for Darius Garland. Look for Cleveland. Strus, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell, and Garland is subbed in for Ball. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. MP with it. Strus covering. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Garland and Strus for the backcourt tandem. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The The Cavaliers lead by 4. Doris, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
MP buries the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Ingram against Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Strus. Doris, if you want the definition of a solid NBA player, Max Strus fits the bill.
Absolutely, BA, and there's a couple reasons for that. First and foremost, his competitive toughness is on display nightly. The guy never gives up on a play. You can ask him to guard up a position because he's got physical strength. He's a fearless knockdown shooter, and if you give him any space from 3, he's going to catch his rhythm and have a big night.
The first one falls. A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all 3 levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, BA.
Here's Garland following the three-point basket by Toronto. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
From deep, MP. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. It's stolen by Pirtle. MP against Allen. And here's MP from outside. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now Garland. 5 points in the game. Outside Mitchell. From deep. Outside Strus. Pass to Garland. Mobley is screen on quickly. Garland for 3. Hits the trifecta. Garland's got 8.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Cavaliers on top, up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out.
I think for Cleveland, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in the...
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. MP is out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Greg?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
MP shot is good.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Pass to Mitchell, fires the 3. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Mitchell misses.
He started out strong, 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
From deep, MP connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Strus. Garland for 3. Sinks the tray. Garland's got 11 points.
Oh, the answer from deep. Darius Garland. How about it?
And here's Ingram outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And the basket by MP.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove.
Mitchell. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Jared Allen on top. And of course, Jakob Poeltl.
These guys are as close as you get to a sure thing on the offensive end. All season long, they were shooting with pinpoint accuracy.
Strus finds Hunter. Cleveland working the ball around now. Cleveland again missing. Toronto leading by 7. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
BA, those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
There's the 3. And it's good! He hits another one! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Time to get loud, man. On their way to the floor is your Chad Crew Punch Squad.
Mitchell's checked in for the Cavs. Lonzo Ball comes in for Garland. Toronto also changing it up. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Raptors making a change here. And Toronto also making a switch. Ingram's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Outside Mobley. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Mobley. Goes up with it. Unloads. 10-footer is good.
Well, Mobley very effective when he gets very good position on the interior.
Mitchell against MP. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell tries again. And yes, sir! Lays it up and in.
I'll tell you, give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley, not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
MP fires. The three ball is down.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mitchell outside. Oh, missed on the tray. Toronto leading by 9. MP! Pirtle! Yes! Using that window!
Well, one thing you know about Jakob Pirtle, this guy never stops working. What a motor.
Garland against Quickly. Now Allen. Strus outside. Shoots a three. And he nails it.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
MP. And again.
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Outside Garland. Here's Allen. 6 to shoot. Another chance. And he cashes it in on the layup. And here's MP. Puts up the tray. Allen rips down the board. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And there it is!
Yeah, Max Strus developing the ability to play make for teammates. That's an on-time, on-target pass.
MP fires! Cash from downtown! The Raptors winning this one easily. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Oh man. Yeah, my grandpa used to say, I'll rest when I'm dead. Kind of dark now that I think about it, but the point is, life is for the living. And I got a lot of life ahead of me, Jennifer Quintana. I got stamina for days, and I'm gonna keep using it to make moments like this.
Well done, MP. What a game.
Thank you. Woo!
Over to you, B.A.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks a lot. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.